This episode of The Direct Line combines two or more shorter episodes.
Welcome to The Direct Line, the official podcast for OADSP. We're excited to have you here with us today, and if you have comments, suggestions, or if you want to join us in studio as a guest, reach out to me at podcast@oadsp.org.
My name is David Rustio, and today I'm speaking with Mark. Welcome to the show, Mark.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How are you today?
Doing well. Excited to be talking with you.
Well, that's good. No one else has been, but I appreciate that. So, Mark, tell us about yourself.
Well, I live in Albany, Ohio. I'm born and raised here. I live on a farm with my wife. We have 3 kids that are now adults. Our grandson just turned 18.
Wow.
Our youngest daughter's looking at adopting a couple of teenagers. So she'll be starting in the hard years with them.
Really? Yeah.
And then my son lives in Columbus.
And you live on a farm. Do we have animals at the farm?
Yeah, we have horses and lots of outdoor cats, barn cats, and then a couple of dogs. We have a Chihuahua and a German Shepherd.
Okay, I have a tiny little Chihuahua. He's 4 pounds, soaking wet, with his leash on. So tell me about your Chihuahua. I'm not discriminating against your other animals, but I'm curious about the Chihuahua.
Yeah, she's definitely probably about that size, maybe a little bit heavier. She loves snacks. She hears a bag of chips rattling. She's right there. She's like a chocolate face. She's chocolate in color, and she's got a lot of personality, and she'll roll her lips up and for attention, but she's not the typical barky, yappy one. She's actually pretty quiet.
Mine's the same way.
Yep.
Doesn't really create a lot of noise, doesn't talk much.
Yep.
Real lovable, not nervous. So tell us about the horses.
Well, my daughter, Molly, went to equine studies down at OU Southern Campus, so she has always been in the horses. So she has let's see, there's 3. We have 3 now. We have also 3 that's been buried on the farm because they, old age, basically.
Sure.
But she likes to ride them, and they're just a lot of fun. They actually have a lot of personality like people. I'm not a big horse person.
Okay.
I like cattle better, but because horses are pretty expensive and
Sure.
But I tell you, they have a lot of personality. We had one quarter horse that always needed to be playing, and one day I look out in the field and he's carrying a 2x4 about 4 foot long, like he's a dog carrying a stick.
Well, I've seen the dogs do it, so I'm going to try it myself.
Yeah.
Who takes care of the horses?
Primarily my daughter, Molly, but I feed hay for them, to them, and then my grandson comes down and also feeds them.
So what do you like to do for fun?
I do hunting. I like to hunt during those seasons, and fishing.
Okay.
I also am an auctioneer, so attending auctions and selling things at auctions, and that's kind of like a community itself. I have people that's been coming to my auction for years.
Okay.
And they even come on their anniversaries, and they want me to announce that, or on their birthdays. They say, hey, we're celebrating our birthday. So that's a lot of fun. And then I do real estate, just a small amount part-time, and that's kind of when I retire, what I'm going to go into more.
So you're bored all the time.
No, never bored. I'm always busy. Sometimes my wife says, too busy.
Too busy. Well, wait till you do retire, and then she's going to wish you were busy.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you do for a living?
I work for Echoing Hills Village, and I'm a regional director.
Okay.
And I'm over the southeast region, which is Athens, Ohio, and then the central region, which is Warsaw, Ohio, near Coshocton. And we take care of people with disabilities.
Okay. Tell us about that role. Tell us what you do there.
Well, basically, I have a lot of staff that are great working, do great jobs. So more I'm there to help when there's difficulties or problems, but they actually they really run the place.
Sure.
They do a great job, and that's one reason I can easily do 2 regions, because I have a great staff and great support staff. And Yeah.
How big is your caseload between the two?
That would be about 50 probably in the waivers or ICFs, and then we have probably another 15 or 20 that comes to our day hab on top of that in Athens.
So you're busy at work.
Yes.
And then you have no time on the weekend because of all these other things you do. So you mentioned echoing. Tell us about them.
Well, they actually started back in the 60s as a Christian camping program, and Cordell Brown, the founder, has cerebral palsy, and he's still with us and still comes around and does some speaking and meeting with the staff. But
does he ever fuss at you?
Not so much anymore, but occasionally. He was just down recently, and we had lunch and talked about some of the past things that we can remember of our memories, and then basically from the camping program, it blossomed into residential programs because individuals with disabilities and family members started talking to Cordell, what happens when my mom and dad pass? Where do I go? And
that's a scary thought for a lot of parents.
Yes. So that's kind of how we got started in residential.
Okay. And how many homes do you know how many homes the entire organization has, or can you guess?
It's been growing because we're taking some of our larger buildings and going to smaller homes.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess we have around 30 to 40 locations. That's including waivers as well, which we don't own those, but.
Sure. So you have anybody that you serve that just kind of makes you smile every time you think of them, or you got a good memory to share?
I want to talk about somebody from the past who's no longer with us, but she was a great person. She was probably 4'6".
Okay, about my size,
and went around like she's a big dynamite. You know, she was always. She did have some behavioral issues occasionally. She was always out and about, walking. Occasionally getting upset and ripping things up in her room, but also very caring and always greeted you when you came to work. And during the life with her, my kids were very young at that point. Okay. And she just loved my kids and got really attached to them. And she ended up developing cancer. And then she had a bad fall that dislocated her shoulder. But since she was terminal with cancer and not doing well, they didn't think they could fix her shoulder, so she had quite a bit of pain with that. My kids made a necklace for her, brought it into her, gave it to her, and gave her a hug, and then like 2 days later, she passed away.
Gracious.
But I could always tell how her weekend went and stuff because she would say, the staff were bad, I wrote them up, and if I opened my office door, there might be 80 notes with all kinds of scribbling because she couldn't really write. So I would know she had a rougher weekend.
She was letting you know that the staff didn't do what she wanted them to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
A little firecracker. That's phenomenal.
Yep.
Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time, and I'm glad we got to talk. Okay. You take care of yourself.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks for listening, and join us next time on The Direct Line.
We'll be right back. This episode of The Direct Line is brought to you by Leadership Launchpad, OADSP's flagship leadership development program. We all know that a leader is not defined by title alone. It's more than a position, and it's needed at all levels of an organization. Each Leadership Launchpad retreat is its own universe, separate from the outside world, so participants are empowered to concentrate on personal development, exercise networking skills, and re-enter the day-to-day with a clearer sense of their leadership identities. Visit the upcoming events listing at oadsp.org for dates and registration and scholarship information. And now back to the show. This episode of The Direct Line combines 2 or more shorter episodes.
Welcome to The Direct Line, the official podcast for OADSP. We are excited to have you here with us today, and if you have comments, suggestions, or if you want to join us in studio as a guest, reach out to me at podcast@oadsp.org.
I'm David Rustio, and today I'm speaking with Rachel. Welcome to the show, Rachel.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing fantastic, actually. The weather's beautiful.
Great.
So, Rachel, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Rachel. I am from Athens, Ohio. I have lived here all of my life.
Okay.
Went to high school here. I attended OU here.
OU, what's that?
Ohio University, sorry.
Is that the Ohio? No, that's a different.
No, it's
that's a different school.
Different
Okay.
school.
All right.
I am married. I have 4 children, 3 adult daughters, and 1 son who is still at home.
Okay. Do you have a favorite?
No.
Okay. I mean, they won't listen, so you can share if you want.
No, I love them all equally.
Okay.
I have 2 wiener dogs that
Okay.
keep me company when I get home from work.
All right.
In my free time, I like to always listen to music. That's the stress reliever end of the day. You know, best concert you ever had in your car by yourself.
Okay. All right. Who do you listen to?
Anything and everything. I can go
So-
from rap to country to pop to
Heavy metal?
oldies. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Who's your favorite band?
I don't really have a favorite. I just listen to everything.
Just listen to, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not a Swiftie?
Oh, no. Probably my least favorite.
Well, you know, I've listened to her music, but I don't, you know, I'm just, if it's on the radio, I'm going to listen to it.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, same.
all right. So you don't have the T-shirts and
Oh, no.
concert ticket.
No.
though. All right. So if you're a Swiftie, forgive her. What else?
I like to do baking and cooking. So
Did you bring me anything?
I did not today. Sorry.
Nice.
I started doing like baking and decorating cakes for friends.
Okay.
So I do a lot of on the weekends baking cupcakes and birthday cakes for people.
Okay. I'll make sure that I leave my address. You can mail me something.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, so is that what you do for fun, baking?
Yes.
All right. And I'm assuming people enjoy that from you.
They do. It's like there's people that I have done since their parents got married.
Okay.
So I've done the baby shower cake, the first birthday, on sometimes all the way up to their wedding.
Okay. Nice.
So I've gained a lot of friends and acquaintances through this.
Yeah, I get it. Tell us about your wiener dogs.
I have 2. There's Bernie. He is kind of a brown-red, long-haired wiener dog. I've had him for about 4 years. And we just got Toby. He is black and brown, and he's long-haired as well.
Okay.
We were a little nervous about how they would interact together with them both being males, but
Yeah.
they are best of buds.
Sure.
So they are a whole lot of fun to watch trounce through the house.
Are they? How much do they weigh? Are they big or little?
Bernie is probably 17 pounds, and Toby is 11.
And
so he's like a miniature.
Okay. So does he act like a miniature pincher, or is he feisty that way?
He can be. He can be. He's my buddy. He'll kind of growl at my husband every now and again.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We used to camp at a place, and our neighbor had wiener dog, and just absolutely loved that animal.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. So much fun. So what do you do for a living?
I am the Director of Adult Services for Echoing Hills of Southeast Ohio.
Okay.
I've been with them since 2002, so I'm going on my 22nd year.
Wow.
I started out in dietary for the first 15 or so,
Okay.
and now I'm at the day program side where I get to interact and be more hands-on with the individuals we serve.
Sure. What's your favorite part of the job?
That it's different every day. You can have the perfect plan of what you're going in to do, but it's all based on what the individuals want to do.
Right.
And so...
Are you saying they don't always want to follow a plan?
No, never. Which I think is why I feel so comfortable in my role, because most of the time I fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
So it fits.
That's what makes it fun.
Yep, absolutely. But like I said, it's different every day.
Okay.
And it's, you can have bad days and help them through that, or you can have extremely good days and fun days. And no matter what the day brings, you go home feeling like you've accomplished what you needed to accomplish.
Right. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Echoing.
So Echoing Hills is a company that started out as a camp about 50 some years ago in central Ohio. And they have grown to residential services, waiver services, and day services. We are scattered all throughout Ohio. We have homes and services provided in Athens County, Lorain County, Stark Summit, Montgomery, and Coshocton County.
That's you're a pretty big organization. You're kind of spread out all over the state.
I didn't realize how big we were until, we started to get together and do things.
There's a lot of folks to connect with. When you're that
and I love
community.
the way that we get to connect with the other regions.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of leadership meetings and even meetings for our DSPs to get together and know each other throughout the whole state.
You don't act up in those leadership meetings, do you?
Never.
Okay. You say never, but you winked. So I'll find out. So tell us about the workshop that you're in every day and what goes on there. And
so we're there Monday through Friday, mostly daytime hours, like 7:30 to 3:30. But we will do anything that individuals want to do. We do some educational activities.
Okay.
We have some cooking classes.
do you bring them cakes?
Occasionally, they especially National Cupcake Day and stuff. We decorate our own.
Oh, okay, nice.
But they have the benefit that I'm good. Well, I'm not good, but I can help them do fancier things with it.
Okay, so you kind of it's a teaching moment on occasion.
Absolutely. But so the cooking classes are always fun. We have rabbits in our building where we foster rabbits through a local rescue in town.
Okay.
So they get to play with rabbits all the time.
Nice.
We have a community garden in the summertime that we go to. It's about a mile away off the bike path that's very accessible to our building.
Okay.
So we can either walk or drive, just depends on the group that's going.
So do they use what they grow in the day program to cook?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. It's not always the most successful garden. I don't have a green thumb.
So it's kind of like my garden would be.
Yes. Most of the time we go down to Walmart or the farmer's market and get what we need to do the cooking classes with.
Well, that makes sense.
But where the community garden is located, there is also like a small farm that has some donkeys and horses, turkeys and chickens that kind of get the attention of the individuals.
Sure.
So we end up making it more of like a petting socialization with animals activity than actually weeding gardens and stuff.
Are the turkeys aggressive?
They're in their own little pens. So
Okay. So we don't know.
No.
That's one animal I don't think I would want to pick a fight with.
No, I don't think so either.
I mean, I wouldn't with a lion or tiger either. But turkeys actually live here, so
Right.
more chance of running into one of them.
But some of the things too that we do after hours, we've gone to football games for Ohio University. We have a local roller derby team, the Appalachian Hell Buddies.
Really?
So
I didn't know that still existed.
Yeah, I didn't realize what roller derby was. I mean, I had seen it on TV and stuff,
right?
But it's kind of cool to actually go to a bout and get to watch them. So I could never be a roller derby girl, but it sure is fun to watch them.
I can barely roller skate. I can do it, but barely.
So that's one of the things. Actually, we've got a couple bouts coming up here that are going to be home matches for them.
Nice.
So that's on our itinerary to do here in a few weeks. We have some individuals that are involved with the Team Heart and Soul chapter that is here in Athens. And if you're not familiar with Team Heart and Soul, that is where volunteers pair up with our individuals, and they are the champions of the 5K.
Okay.
Or one of them even did a 100-mile bike ride.
Seriously?
Yeah, with another person. So
I've done a 100-mile car ride.
Yep.
Plane ride.
Not a bike.
No.
Not
me. Unless I had a motor. and a police escort.
Absolutely. The Athens County Community Choir is also a big part of things we do at Echoing Connections.
Okay.
We're a rehearsal site for them.
Okay.
So the entire choir rehearses in our building once a week. And the biggest majority of the choir members are Echoing Connections attendees.
Gotcha.
So it just kind of works out well.
Oh, nice.
But we travel all over Athens to do performances for local nursing homes or at the community center, and especially at the holiday time of Christmas.
Of course.
And we've even traveled clear to Sandusky, Ohio for like a music therapist convention.
Yeah.
So that was a fun adventure with all of our choir members going up there.
I can't imagine a bunch of therapists all in the same space. I wonder if they're judging each other. I mean, not judge. They don't judge, but
Yeah, I don't know. We're usually just there, just to sing and then head on out.
Okay.
So I didn't get to see any of like their presentations or anything like that.
yeah. Well, music therapy. Maybe that's what we all do, because that's what I do in my car, right? I listen to music, so that's therapy. I don't have to pay for it that way.
Absolutely.
Can you share a moment that you've had with an individual served that kind of just, really either makes you laugh or makes your heart warm? Or
Probably my most memorable moment was with an individual who's no longer with us. She was known as the original artist of the Passionworks flower.
Okay.
And the Passionworks flower has been deemed the Athens, Ohio flower.
Okay.
By
Nice.
the mayor. So that in itself is already very famous. But working with Patty Mitchell and Susan Deloy, they had wrote a book called Creative Abundance, which turned into a film.
Okay.
And in September of 2015, which I was very new in my role as Director of Adult Services, Carolyn was invited to the premiere of this film. So she was already treated like a red carpet person, like at the Grammys or the Emmys, right?
Oh, how nice.
So I got to watch this film with Carolyn, and at the end of it, she was signing autographs. And it was the most amazing night ever. And I shared it on Facebook that night, and every year it pops up. It just reminds me of that evening and how special it was to me.
What a great day that was.
It was.
Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time and your stories, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Take care now.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening, and join us next time on The Direct Line.